back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy set the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Under a minute to go. Clock running in a back-and-forth first quarter of play. Mills now looks to throw on first down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Rolling to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal, trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try and run it with White. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Because you just took the big loss. Now what are you doing on 4th down?
Well, we have a change of plans now is what we have. Because I think they were looking at the play sheet, trying to dial something up to go for it on 4th down. But after that loss, that goes right out the window. Now you have to kick the field goal and hope to come back down the next time and score.
And the first play will be a field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Succop's kick is good. And that now makes this a 15-7 game. So golden field position there is squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a 1st and goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Play fake, Mills. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Devin White defeating the offensive line and getting to the quarterback. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. To throw is Brady. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. Shotgun now for Brady.
He'll get that out to the flat to White.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. On second down, they'll run with White. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. On play action, now Brady.
And this one caught downfield by Evans.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's good for 28 yards.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Into the red zone, it's Brady.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Pushes him over. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down.
And that was a big time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let him get anywhere near it.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. Dancing to his left. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And the Texans scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And hindsight 2020, I think they probably should have gone for the field goal, right?
The 3 points would look really good right now, but I think what we just saw there, analytics really starting to creep into the game because more and more teams are saying the more you go for it, the better your odds of getting it, the better your odds of scoring 6 points instead of 3. They took a chance there. It just didn't pay off.
Yeah, right here, the anti-analytics guys go thumbs up. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
It looked like almost some miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball, but the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
Throwing again on 2nd down.
Mills.
They dial up the screen here to Burkhead. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Now Mills.
It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks.
And he is going to have a Texans 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Again, it's Mills. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st. Creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half.
And pass complete to Moore.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
On 1st and 10, Mills.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Mills now.
He gets it to Cooks. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. 1st down.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in 5 minutes of the half. But the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them up the scoreboard here.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Mills to throw it.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And now off to the races down the right side. The 20, 10, and it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
Well, there's a reason they call him a ball-hawking safety. It looked like he read that, Charles, and he wasn't stopping there. After he got it, he took it all the way to the house to widen their lead.
And what's interesting to me, Brandon, is that our spotter, Bruce Murray, right before that snap, pointed to his number on my play sheet. Got to see him a little bit as a ball hawk and a return man that time, didn't we? That's just the type of play they expect from him, and he delivers in a big way. Nice call, Bruce.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From his end zone, here's Tremon Smith. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mills. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Logan Ryan. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to.
Mills hit, and he loses the ball. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he'll be down at the 6-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not.
Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Buccaneers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Succop. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, It has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of it.
And my goodness, another interception. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. So after the INT, it's Brady. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Russell Gage, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Bucs take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point put through by Succop, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. The Bucs ready for the kickoff, and here we go. It's in the air. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every...
And now here is another interception.
Mike Edwards picks it off. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game. But that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
First down, here's White. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now they'll throw with Brady. Over the middle, he finds Godwin, complete.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
On play action, it's Brady. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The 4th touchdown pass in the game for Tom Brady.
And the Bucs get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Here's Mills.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is...
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. Brady gives this to White, and he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big time?
And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that.
Second and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas. Mills.
He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 15 yards there for number 15.
Pierce takes it straight ahead.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play. I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
On play action, Mills. Oh, what a grab. That's Cooks.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Back to the ground with Pierce.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
Akeem Hicks, he would not be denied there. He sticks him for the loss.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Now on 2nd and 13.
Mills. Yeah, he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
Looking to throw is Mills.
That's complete. It's Collins. And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Now on 4th down, they throw the deep ball, but it winds up to be incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
Yeah, difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. They keep it on the ground. White again. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The offense on third down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing now is Brady. This is caught by Evans. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. White will score. Touchdown, Buccaneers. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we haven't been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Extra point put through by Succop. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And by rule, that comes out to the 40-yard line, so good opportunity for this offense with solid field position. First and 10 now for Mills and the Texans at the 40. A first down throw for Mills. Being chased out left. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
Trying to lay one up deep. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up the 1st and goal.
Well, that looked almost to be a case of, quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished. Burkhead is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Throwing, Mills.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans.
Nico Collins
from 4 yards out. And the Texans get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Fairbairn good with the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. You just kind of feel for the defense right now. This deficit, they have not been able to stop them the entire game, Charles. And some hands on hips, some long faces out there on the defensive side. Oh, they're like, oh my gosh, we got to face these guys again here.
Yeah, people don't understand how hard it is when you're on the side that's being dominated to keep your head up and continue to play hard. And that's what they're going through right now, trying to find that pride inside of them to allow them to continue to fight, even though they are down huge in this game.
Now on 2nd and 13, Brady. And this is caught by Evans. There he goes, left side. Past the 20, 10. A big play there on the catch and run. 79 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
Hey.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Tom Brady, a 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Buccaneers continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Mills, 4th down, gotta have it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And it'll be a turnover on downs. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Up the gut, Fournette. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They defer to White out of the shotgun.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 3rd down, a run from White. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 33. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there? Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them.
And my goodness, another interception. Mike Edwards picks it off. And the Bucs are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Fournette once more on 2nd down. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Well, fans usually love